MultiT0mt0m got 29 videos on his channel, and it's about half and half with flat earth and other stuff. So I chose 15 videos to see what I can find in them. And yeah, he's deep in it religiously, like flat earth and spirituality and other stuff. I'm not going to touch that one. Eclipses are a sign from God Almighty. I'm not going to touch that one. But I don't get it. Your book say the earth is flat. My book say the earth is a sphere. Books doesn't matter. What matter is what we can find for ourselves outside. Daily observations, daily experiments and stuff. Books is proof of nothing. So why even the Bible or the Quran or any book? They don't matter at all. Just go outside. That's the way to do it. So, let's start. For the first part of the next video, he's just going through some religious things here. I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm not gonna step into this one. He just describes how the world would appear from this kind of model. So let's just jump over this part.
Something very interesting I found on the internet. This is Map of the Square and Stationary Earth by Professor Orlando Ferguson, Hot Springs, South Dakota, and it's the date here, 1893. I believe he made this map from information from the Bible and from old maps. Now, being a professor, he could have access to old maps from the university. Also, notice the four angels protecting the four corners of the world. Within the square is the circle. And notice these white lines going 360 degrees. Could be the Antarctic, the ice wall covering the Earth.
Yeah, as I said, he based his beliefs on religion. And I'm not going to attack that one. But this, I'm not going to try to make a model out of this one because this is just too far gone. I don't even know where to start. So this one I'm just going to jump straight over. Sorry, I can't even try to imagine where to start. Yeah, let's continue.
This is a photograph of the moon. Nobody knows what the moon is made of. The scientists, however, tell us that it is a terra firma, like the Earth, made up of rocks, dirt, sand, etc. But there is no absolute proof of that. It's just pure speculation. Others might say it's just light, made up of lights only. Looking at the moon, one would assume that it's made up of rock or a solid object, but the truth is, nobody knows what it is.
Of course, you just will deny this, MultiT0mt0m, but there's actually been people on the moon, and they brought some soil back to the Earth to study and analyze and figure out what it is. So we actually do know what the moon is. I'm not going to answer it because I'm no expert, but we do know because there are people who've been to the moon and brought soil back. So yeah, that's covered. You just keep on denying. I can't help you with that one.
Look at these crater marks, or supposedly crater marks. I don't believe they're made of craters. That's because I don't believe in asteroids.
If you don't believe in asteroids or comets or whatever, then we need an explanation for what this crater in Arizona is made of. What happened here? And what happened in Russia in February 2013? That destroyed pretty much everything in a big radius. What caused that to happen, MultiT0mt0m? We need explanations.
Also, these dark spots on the moon, sometimes they change places. Sometimes they're over here, and vice versa. It moves all over the place.
Oh, you think like this, as if the moon rotates as the Earth rotates throughout the night. Yeah, that's called Earth is a spinning sphere. Done.
Now, looking at the moon, looking at the diameter, the shape, one would assume it's a globe like the Earth, or it's just an assumption. I personally don't think it's a globe or a sphere, but a disk, just facing the Earth all the time.
If the moon is supposed to be a flat disk floating in space, like this base of my fire detector, why isn't it that if you see the moon as flat, then I should be seeing the moon like this, smaller and at an angle? Yet I don't see the moon like this. I see it like this all the time. And you and I see the same face and the same size all the time. So the moon can't be small and local and flat. It's just not possible.
I've personally seen some strange things on the moon, so I'll come to that in a bit.
The next clip here is just gonna show some photos from his cell phone about the moon changing color. I'm just gonna play this very quick because these pictures are slow and he talks real slow. So, wrong button. Here. This is about how the moon seems to be changing color from white to orange and some other stuff. And this is quite easily described as the moon going into the horizon, and you have just as a sunset or sunrise, as you said, describe yourself in a later video. You can see here that the moon is just a small orange dot. There's nothing magic about this at all. It's just like a sunset or a sunrise. The light is captured in the atmosphere of the Earth, so it gets red. Just like a sunset or a sunrise, nothing more. And then it goes on by saying someone about the moon going over his head in about 5 or 10 minutes or something. I'm not going to touch that. That's just, delusion or some kind. Again, here, the moon is going down or up of the horizon. Nothing magic at all. And this is in the Arabic state or something where you have a lot of desert and sandstorms. So that also could explain how the moon changed color. Nothing magic at all. Or this is just a myth. The light in the artificial light here changes the white balance in your phone. So nothing magical going on at all. You actually have it here yourself, MultiT0mt0m, and you say it yourself. The sun is breaking through the mist and it's completely red in color, but my phone camera doesn't do it justice.
This is a really nice video from Jeffrey Grubb showing the moon. And when I was living in Sharjah, I saw that the moon, the dark side, is covered by its own clouds, as it were. A form of mist came over it and covered part of the moon. You have to ask yourself, does the moon has its own clouds? Very strange.
Next time, you just might use a better quality image photo of the moon, like this one. This is my own. You see shadows in the craters and the light on the ridgelines. This tells me the shape of the moon is a globe, a sphere, a ball. It's all over. Here's the shadow, and here's the shadow, and here's the light. So the moon is not self-illuminating. It's a ball. And since you see the man in the moon, and I see the man in the moon, That tells me that the moon is a ball. It's big and it's far away. If the man in the moon is upside down, you're in the southern hemisphere. Easy as that. This photo I was just right now outside and shot at 8 p.m. in Norway, May 8th. And you can see here now, the craters that was in sunlight before now has shadow on them. All over the terminate line. And I held up a ping pong ball, aiming at the moon. So you can see here the terminator line is exactly the same on the ball as on the moon. So my conclusion is the moon is a ball, it's big, it's far away, and it's tidal locked. That's my theory.
The June solstice, the northern hemisphere is pointing towards the sun, and the December solstice, the northern hemisphere is pointing away, which is very convenient indeed.
Convenient? Why? Because it just happens to follow the spinning sphere model? Or what?
If you look at the March equinox depicted here, the sun would rise due east and set due west on this model, or any model to be exact.
Actually, no, MultiT0mt0m. That will not happen on any model. I know this isn't your model, but it's not that far away. The sun still goes around like this, only you have a big dip in your model somehow. That's something that needs explanation. But there's no way that the sun can move in a straight line here. Just look at this. The sun is coming here in an arc, just like the red and the blue line. There's no way that's going to throw a straight shadow anywhere. So let's say you're at the Quetzalto sundial in Ecuador at the equinox. That thing is big, and that will throw a shadow in a straight line along this line at the equinox. That will not happen with the sun traveling in an arc above here. That sun will come either way, either here or there, and go in an arc, like this way or that way. This might not be the best video out there, but there are time lapses showing that the shadow is moving in a straight line, and that will simply not happen on a flat Earth with a sun going around in a circle whatsoever. That's just geometrical facts. That's undeniable.
However, there is a problem with this, which I will explain. Modern day globe believers say that during the equinox, wherever you are along the latitude of the globe Earth, you will see the sun rise due east and sunset due west. This is a fabrication and a downright lie, because there is no record of this anywhere in academia, nor any text in history that you can find which states this.
You said you live in the Arabic Emirates, and I live in Norway. So Arabic Emirates is down here. Norway is up here. If I go outside and put a stick in the ground and measure the shadow of the sun, and if you go out in the sun and put a stick in the ground and measure the shadow of the sun, both of us will find the 15 degrees per hour rotation. So will every single person on this globe. If you can't find any proof of it, that just shows how bad you do research. because it's all over. You can do it yourself. Call some buddies of your wherever in the world. Anyone can do this. So stop denying and try actually do some experiments on your own. Please. And no, MultiT0mt0m, we don't use wordplay. We use facts and daily observations to prove that the Earth is a spinning sphere. Get over it.
Today, we are presented with this globe as our real world. However, millions of people are now beginning to question this reality. So many things on this globe just do not work. Water clinging to the outside surface of a bowl, for example, just do not work.
Just keep on denying, MultiT0mt0m, but gravity is a thing. It's been proven. Along other experiments, the Cavendish. You can deny it all you want, but it works. Gravity is a thing.
The main reason we have the globe today is because our forefathers just could not comprehend how they could travel from east to west or vice versa continuously and reach the other side unless the earth was a globe. Well, there is a simple explanation that can explain this phenomenon. They are portals.
Portals, MultiT0mt0m? Seriously? Yeah, right.
We all accept the fact that there are time differences across the world. If you look at the world clock on timeanddate.com, you will see that Honolulu in Hawaii is 23 hours behind Auckland, New Zealand. We all accept this as being true. However, if you go to the time zone map on the same website, there is a big anomaly. If you count 12 hours forward towards the west of the map and count 12 hours backwards towards the east of the map, you will reach New Zealand. There is a big problem with this. Look at this map of the international date line, and what do you see? They have condensed vast areas of the Pacific Ocean into a tiny little spot. That line should be straight, but look how they have warped it.
No, MultiT0mt0m, the map is not condensed. It's made of a sphere into a flat, square map. And by doing that, this part is compressed into a distorted shape. Any map that is made from a sphere to flat is distorted in any way. So when Hawaii is here, New Zealand is here, this part is just adjusted to keep the same islands in the same time zone. This distance will not change.
If you search online for the flight time from New Zealand to Hawaii, the flight duration varies from 8.5 hours to 12.5 hours. So a huge area of the Pacific Ocean is missing from that map.
That's actually pretty simple to answer, MultiT0mt0m. Hawaii is a small place. New Zealand is a small place. So of course you don't have planes going from all over here towards Hawaii. You have connected flights. You have small airplanes going to and from the small cities to Auckland and then to Hawaii. So the travel time is from here to here to here to Auckland and then to Hawaii. You have to calculate the connecting flights. Not hard at all. Do some research.
There is something weird going on in the Pacific Ocean. From Hawaii to New Zealand, I believe that's where the portals are located. It's quite impossible for people to go and look. Vast areas of ocean lies between those two areas.
Is it really that hard, uncharted? Well, Hawaii is here. and New Zealand is there. There are lots of ships all over. Marinetraffic.com. Check it out.
This is an oblique Mercator projection map. Jason of Awake Souls and Ronnie of Event Skeptic has done some research into this phenomena of portals. And the best explanation they came up with is this map. It perfectly demonstrates the orientation of the continents and perfectly demonstrates the timelines. As you travel east or west, you will come out on the other side. If you're not aware of the scriptures, then you will think that you live on a globe. But the truth is, there are portals in the Pacific Ocean.
So now you go from this to this. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Not.
Even the United States Department of Defense knows the Earth is stationary and flat. So in summary, the truth is that the Earth is stationary and flat. Everybody knows this. Thanks for watching.
I'm not going to read through 1,204 pages to even try to find what misquote you're cherry picking. But I'm quite sure that the American government or the defense or anyone does not believe the Earth is flat. You're more than welcome to show me the exact quote where it stands. But yeah, I don't believe that. Citation needed. This is going to take some time, so I think this is a great time for pause. I've done up until this, the case for portals. So I think it's going to be at least 1 or 2 more videos, but this is enough for now. So, see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.